Right now, several people are injured after an incident on Madison's west side involving a knife and a gun. What investigators are saying about last night's chaotic scene.
Also, a former school resource officer is charged with sexual assault of a child. The new details released as he makes his first court appearance. And
later, abortion services return to Wisconsin. We're live outside Planned Parenthood with reaction to the decision. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. A man is in the hospital recovering from a gunshot wound after allegedly stabbing several people on Madison's west side.
Police believe it was the result of a late-night fight. Kyle Pazorski joins us now with the details of what happened. Kyle?
Behind me is what the neighborhood looked like this morning, but things were much more hectic overnight. Madison police tell me that it was a large fight between two groups of people, which led to the injuries.
It was extremely chaotic.
Madison Police Lieutenant Jason Ostrenga describing the scene that first responders witnessed Sunday night.
This is late at night, it's dark, it's a residential neighborhood. Report of someone shot.
He says multiple people called reporting a fight outside and hearing a gunshot. Not knowing what they find, first responders brought in all available teams, as seen in this video provided to us by a neighbor.
This is a Sunday night at 10:30 at night. They exhausted every rig they had in the city.
They believe a man pulled out a knife during the fight, later being shot by one of the people he stabbed. Officers arrived to find the victims, 3 stabbed, 1 shot with a gun, later taken to the hospital to be treated.
There was an altercation between these two groups. This wasn't a random someone getting shot randomly or someone getting stabbed randomly. The two groups knew each other.
MPD believes the fight was isolated with no threat to the public. Neighbors I spoke with Monday wouldn't go on camera, but tell me the neighborhood is usually safe, many not remembering the last time an incident like this happened. He says the investigation is still active with no one charged as of Monday afternoon.
Investigation is looking at some type of self-defense. However, the other side of someone, the victim that's been shot, might say something different, and he's not at a point to speak right now.
MPD is currently working with the DA's office to determine if charges will be brought. The 3 who were stabbed are expected to survive. The gunshot victim is in stable but serious condition. News 3 Now will continue covering this story as police provide further details.
We're learning more about a former Sun Prairie school resource officer accused of sexually assaulting a student. 34-year-old Lamont Crockett was charged with sexual assault of a child. Crockett was arrested in August but released on bond. According to a criminal complaint, on June 22nd, a person told Sun Prairie police he had been assaulted by Crockett. The victim told police he was 16 when he was assaulted by him in 2017. He also claimed Crockett told him he was sleeping with other kids. When questioned by police, Crockett denied having any sexual contact with the victim beyond a kiss, but later investigators claim Crockett changed his story, admitting to having sexual contact with that victim. A $500 bond per case was ordered by the judge. Crockett is due back in court on October 9th.
A 22-year-old man is in police custody after being accused of stealing a newspaper delivery woman's vehicle. According to a report, the woman was delivering papers in the 300 block of West Main Street. It was about 3:20 Sunday morning. That's when they say the suspect stole her vehicle. The woman chased him for a few blocks before the man got out and ran. Officers later found and arrested him on tentative charges of first offense OWI and operating a motor vehicle without the owner's consent. Madison police say 2 young boys were arrested yesterday for breaking into a home and stealing an Xbox. Officers were sent to the 2800 block of Coolidge Street when a neighbor saw 2 boys enter a home and called 911. The boys, 12 and 13 years old, were later found with an Xbox inside a backpack. Both were arrested for burglary and theft. Well, let's check your first warn forecast now. Here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
We'll still have some sunshine out here, Eric, but that will change with time. We'll see clouds move in and also see the possibility for some showers and thunderstorms overnight. As we look at visible cloud tracking, see we've had sunshine for much of the day today, but now clouds are starting to develop up to the north and gradually drift southward. Doppler track, things pretty quiet across the upper Midwest, but as we zoom into southern Wisconsin, you've got to look closely. There are a couple of sprinkles of rain trying to develop around La Crosse, and 6-hour future track radar starts to show a couple of showers developing toward midnight. We'll see better chances for rain as we head through the overnight hours. Low temperatures this morning, kind of chilly because the air is pretty dry. 45 the low in Madison, but it was down to 37 degrees in Camp Douglas. It was down to 48 in Janesville. High temperatures today, 72 Madison, 73 in Janesville. Most areas areas reach the 70s away from Lake Michigan. Temperatures a little cooler closer to the lake. And right now, Madison's at 70, 73 degrees in Janesville, and 75 in Boscobel. Here in Dane County, 72 in Mount Horeb, 72 in Cross Plains, and 73 the current temperature in Sauk City. Look for skies to gradually become mostly cloudy through the evening hours. Temperatures dropping to around 60. Not looking for any rain this evening, but the better chances for rain will start to develop after midnight. I'll have more on the timing of that and how much rain we can expect in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Today, the Wisconsin Department of Children and Family Secretary Emily Amundsen toured a rural child care center in Richland County. The visit comes as a way to check up on the status of rural facilities, many of which have families who drive long distances to receive care. Amundsen spoke with News 3 Now regarding the state of those facilities.
I'm in the middle of rural western Wisconsin, and there is a child care desert out here. The questions that families ask when they want to move to town is there a job for me? Is there high quality child care? And is there a place for me to live? And so if it's one of the top 3 issues, it's something we've got to be thinking about in every single community in the state.
Amundsen's visit is just 2 days before the governor's special session on child care funding. He'd like Republicans to increase the state's funding toward child care centers like these. Starting today, Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin is providing abortion services for the first time in more than a year.
Well, this move brought many people outside of the Madison location to voice their opinions. Our Catherine Merck joins us outside there right now. Catherine.
Earlier today, about 100 people were out here as the clinic opened its doors and provided abortion services and appointments once again. As for how we've gotten to this point today, abortion providers in Wisconsin stopped offering abortions back in June 2022 after the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade. That put Wisconsin's 1849 so-called abortion ban into effect until a Dane County judge said they believed that the laws banned feticide, not abortion. This decision to start offering these services again has many divided on how this law should be interpreted.
Our purpose is to defend the statute 9404 and to see to it that our publicly elected officials actually do their job. They took an oath to uphold the Constitution, and this is the law of the land, so defend the law.
I've been a pro-choice, pro-abortion advocate for 40 years, and I think that every person who can become pregnant needs to have that same right.
In early August, Attorney General Josh Kaul filed a motion in the case asking the presiding judge to formalize the opinion from the July decision, which would allow the case to move forward. The case is likely to be appealed and then brought forward to the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Reporting live in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, an update on our Codes for Kids campaign, how you can still help out.
Plus, a reconstruction project on a busy roadway begins. We take a look at how the new road will better manage traffic. Stay with us.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are fresh Hy-Vee chicken breast, just $1.88 a pound. Jack's Pizza, just $2.77. And Hy-Vee chili style or kidney beans, 2 for just 98 cents. Only at Hy-Vee.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet, commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
Fry Construction invites you to usher in the fall season with our exclusive fall sale. We're talking about savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 4 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our fall savings. Save 23% off gutters with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are 6-pack Pepsi products, just $2.99 each when you buy 4. Cheez-It crackers, just $2.48. And Colorado peaches, just $1.88 a pound. Only at Hy-Vee.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
A busy highway in the northern Madison area will be under some reconstruction. The hope is to reduce the amount of traffic congestion on County Highway M. Construction crews will be expanding the road from 2 lanes to 4 between Onken Road near Governor Nelson State Park to Willow Road. The existing 4-lane portion of Highway M from Willow to State Highway 113, meanwhile, will be resurfaced.
This road has seen quite an evolution. Certainly during my lifetime, this has gone from somewhat of a country road connecting the outskirts of Middleton to the edge of Madison and Westport to today, which is a busy road used for commuting.
Work on the highway starts tomorrow. The hope is to have it all finished by next fall.
The Coats for Kids campaign got a nice little jump over the weekend. The overall total now sits at 770 coats. If you have any used or slightly worn child-sized coats in your closet, all you need to do is just drop them off at any area Clinky Cleaners. They're going to clean those coats for free before handing them off to the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. Now, if you don't have any child-sized coats and you'd still like to help, all you got to do is just head to channel3000.com/coats4kids. There you will find a link to the Boys and Girls Club Amazon wish list. You'll be able to choose from a variety of coats for the campaign.
Well, another historic Powerball jackpot up for grabs tonight. The winning prize sits at $638 million, the third largest pot of the year, with one drawing bringing in more than $1 billion. This prize would also actually be the 10th largest Powerball game prize in its history. Still ahead, the Milwaukee Brewers reach a deal to keep the team in Wisconsin through at least 2050.
Plus, a car owner in Green Bay finds a slithering surprise under the hood of their car. How this python made its way into the vehicle's engine.
Plus, some rain is on the way for tonight and tomorrow. Gary will break it all down in his complete forecast when we come back.
Save 11% on everything, only at Menards. Help prevent costly repairs with Shell products. Rotella Heavy Duty Diesel Motor Oil offers triple protection. It controls wear, deposits, and emissions. Pick up a gallon for $14.99 after rebate. It's time to get organized with Menards. From garage organization to tool chests and cabinets, Masterforce has all the heavy-duty storage solutions you need. Get this 41-inch tool chest and cabinet combo for $1,099.98 after 11% off today.
Save big money at Menards.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Trust your feet to Morgan's Shoes.
Birkenstock ushers in a new collection with clean lines, easier than ever closures, and the most necessary footbed in your closet. Slide into Morgan's Shoes and shop our new Birkenstock arrivals. See what's fresh for fall. Birkenstock platforms and wedges, cork-powered sneakers, or up your game with our iconic men's and women's sandals.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
After surviving breast cancer, I felt this calling to help other women heal. I thought, why not build a respite house? I wasn't sure it was going to work financially speaking for my family, but with the guidance of Thrivent, I really felt like we were going to figure it out. Taking the leap to start my nonprofit has been the most rewarding thing I've done in my life.
DePaco Credit Union strengthens your well-being. build strong communities. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Could not have done it by myself.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
The Brewers could remain in Milwaukee under a new deal reached with Republican lawmakers this morning.
That deal includes $700 million for American Family Field, as political reporter Will Keneally explains. Will?
Well, so that $700 billion figure could likely keep the Brewers in Milwaukee through 2050, and most of that, $400 million, will come from the state government, funded through income taxes raised on player salaries. Now, the rest will come from the Milwaukee City and County, and another portion from the Brewers themselves. Now, lawmakers at a news conference today stressed that it is an important investment for the state because Wisconsin actually owns the ballpark. Now, Democrats want to keep working, saying that they want to alleviate some of that financial pressure on the local governments.
Keep in mind this is a first bill drop. It's going to go through the hearing process. The Brewers, we know we have to bring in the Democrats on this deal, so there's going to be ongoing negotiations.
Now, the cost would be about $7.5 million annually between Milwaukee City and County. Now, earlier this summer, both governments voted to raise a local sales tax because they faced essentially a city version of bankruptcy. Now, part of those stadium improvements will include climate control, and that could be a big deal for concerts, especially in the winter. AmFam Field can hold roughly 40,000 people, where the Pfizer Forum can only hold about 18,000.
All right, saves them some money on some offense. Thank you very much, Will. To a bizarre story now out of Green Bay, where someone found a python under the hood of their car. Police say the reptile is a 7-foot-long jungle carpet python. It's actually native to Australia. The owner of the vehicle is not the owner of the snake. It was first seen in the garage before eventually being found under the hood of the car. The reptile was then taken to the Bay Beach Wildlife Sanctuary, where animal control safely removed it.
Most likely the snake crawled up into this person's engine of the car to stay warm and found a good place to hang out for a little while.
Green Bay City Code explains that a permit is required for people to keep exotic animals. Police say there is not a known permit for this kind of snake. The python is now being cared for at that rescue.
We could be in for some rain and maybe thunderstorms later tonight. Here's Gary with the complete forecast.
Well, we certainly could use the rain, and in 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for showers tonight into tomorrow morning, perhaps a few thunderstorms. The chances go down, though, as we head into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night, just slight chances at that. And then it looks like we'll see dry weather from Wednesday through Friday with high temperatures at or above the 80-degree mark. The next round of showers moves in Friday night into the weekend. Again, chances for rain, so not continuous rains, not all widespread, but that will linger into early next week as temperatures get back closer to normal. On high-resolution radar, maybe a couple of sprinkles trying to develop around the La Crosse area will widen out the radar view, and it's part of an area of showers trying to develop around the Twin Cities into west central Wisconsin between, say, Menominee and Eau Claire. Those are moving to the east and northeast. This is actually warmer air aloft, which is starting to generate a few showers. And 6-hour future track radar kind of continues the trend. You can see those showers trying to develop southward closer to midnight, and then an area of showers and a few thunderstorms in Iowa starts to develop and moves northeastward, and that will affect us by early tomorrow morning. In fact, future track precipitation shows it to be a rather sharp cutoff on the northern end. Areas north and east of Madison may see little or no rain, whereas areas south and west could see anywhere from a ½ inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch and some heavier showers and thunderstorms. Madison kind of right on the edge there, but a lot of it will depend on where the heavier showers and storms will track. But long term, this is 10-day future track precipitation, calling for a little more widespread rain for a change, and this will mainly encompass what happens tonight through tomorrow night, and then as we head into next weekend and the early part of next week, we could be looking at somewhere between a ½ inch and an 1.5 inches of rain, closer to normal for this time of year. And being in a drought, we certainly could use any kind of precipitation that we want. The tropics still remain active, but now we're just down to Hurricane Nigel in the central Atlantic Ocean. Good news here is there's Bermuda, and it's forecast to stay east of Bermuda and then curve northeastward into the Atlantic. So nothing imminent for the United States. Gulf of Mexico is quiet. Notice how dry it is along the Gulf Coast. They could actually use some tropical weather because about 1/3 of the rain that they get in the southeastern part of the country comes from tropical weather systems. Without any hurricanes or tropical storms, it stays dry there. Weather track across the Midwest, we're staying dry too because winds are out of the northwest aloft, but eventually you notice they become a little more westerly here, and that's where some moisture is starting to develop and a little area of low pressure starting to generate some showers and a few thunderstorms. And as that moves almost due east right across southern Wisconsin overnight, we'll see a little better chance for rain. But in the short term, we're dry other than those showers to our north and west up toward the Twin Cities. Notice it is warmer to the south and west. 60s over northeastern Wisconsin, Madison right at 70, and then you get temperatures in the mid-70s to around 80 degrees over northeastern Iowa. And on future track, again, those showers start to develop tonight. There's that batch that comes in from Iowa, and then as that moves through southern Wisconsin, it heads off to the east, and the rain chances go down as we head into tomorrow afternoon. Closer to home, planning your night, starting at midnight tonight. Again, a couple of isolated showers. The better chances for showers and storms in Iowa start to move northeastward. This is 3 a.m. So raining over southwestern Wisconsin, Madison, probably on the northern fringes of it, north and east of Madison, probably staying dry. Temperatures drop into the upper 50s by early tomorrow morning. The showers, a few thunderstorms roll on through. Notice at 9 a.m. they're mainly south of Madison, and by noon they're down into Illinois with just a few scattered showers remaining. We head into tomorrow afternoon, and the rain is almost all over with, although we can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm. 58 for the low in Verona, 56 in Waterloo, and 58 for the low in Cottage Grove with showers or an isolated thunderstorm overnight. 58 the low in Janesville, 57 in Lone Rock, and 55 in Camp Douglas. Lesser chances for rain up to the north of Madison. 71 for a high tomorrow. Again, shower chances highest in the morning. Still an outside chance of a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. You add up all the rain over the next 36 hours. Probably little rain north and east of Madison, but perhaps as much as a half inch or more over parts of southwestern Wisconsin. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast. Dry Wednesday through Friday with high temperatures in the lower 80s. Shower and thunderstorm chances arrive Friday night into Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures start to go back down. By that time, the average high temperature is about 70, so we're near normal as we head into the middle part of next week.
With fall sports back in full swing, health experts are giving some tips on how to avoid a common sports condition, shin splints. Doctors recommend taking things slow if you're returning to a sport after time off or trying to increase the intensity or vary your workout. You should also stretch before activity, wear proper footwear, and take rest days to give your legs a break. If you experience pain that just doesn't go away, it may be time to seek professional treatment.
If you are putting yourself in a situation where it's just getting progressively worse, and that would really be like a big flag to come and see a doctor.
Dr. Voster says resting your body is not only a prevention tip, but also part of the treatment plan for shin splints. He says to build in ample time to rest as part of any training regimen.
Coming up in sports, non-conference play is over for Badger football. Find out how Luke Fickell is prepping his empire for Big Ten play. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Did you get hit with big energy bills this summer? You aren't alone, and we want to help. Because if your house was hot this summer, it's going to be cold this winter. And heating and cooling is by far the biggest energy user in your home. That's why our foam insulation is such a great investment. Our best offer of the year just ended August 31st. But to help you get ready for winter, we're going to extend it until September 22nd. When we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
Special report. Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
This month, all CoreTech water-resistant flooring is on sale at Surgenian's. We offer the largest CoreTech selection in Madison. Take advantage of unprecedented sale pricing with 18-month financing. Local, sustainable Surgenian's.
This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angels Senior Living Community is built on a foundation of authentic, local care. A framework for living well. Windows to take in the beautiful future. And it's crowned by the pride that one's home is one's castle. This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angel Community. Independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living. Built with the help of angels.
It all comes down to the final drive. News 3 Now brings you the big play highlights and scores from Southern Wisconsin high school football action. Don't miss the final drive. Fridays on News 3 Now at 10.
Wisconsin beat Georgia Southern on Saturday, finishing their non-conference slate with a pair of wins and a loss. But now it is go time. Each of the Badgers' final 9 games are against Big Ten opponents. That Big Ten play starts on the road against Purdue this Friday at 6 p.m. Yes, Friday. Coach Fickle hopes 3 weeks of preparation have built a new empire in Madison.
Rome wasn't built in 3 weeks, but we're hoping that Madison was built a little bit different right now in the first 3 weeks. But starting a Big Ten play is a big deal, obviously. And it's not like you didn't think that the other, first 3 weeks of the season were huge. But when it comes down to it, all your objectives, all your goals in the big picture is about, when you get to the league, being ready to play.
And Wisconsin junior safety Hunter Wohler was named the Big Ten's Defensive Player of the Week after snatching 2 of the Badgers' 5 interceptions. He added 10 tackles and a sack as well. As big as that win was, the biggest weekend from Wisconsin came from Wisconsin volleyball this weekend. The top-ranked Badgers traveled to number 3 Florida and lost the first 2 sets in the best of 5. But on the road in a nationally televised game, Bucky stepped up. They'd win the final 3 sets to knock off number 3 Florida. Wisconsin remains the number 1 team in the nation and stays undefeated. And fresh off their record-setting 7th national championship, Wisconsin women's hockey is the nation's number 1 team in the first USCHO poll. The Badgers open their season at Lindenwood on September 28th. After a dominant Week 1 win, the Packers led the Falcons 24-12 heading into the 4th quarter yesterday, but then everything flipped. Atlanta scored 13 unanswered points, while Jordan Love did not complete a pass in the 4th quarter, but that's not to say he didn't play another fantastic game. He posted another 3-touchdown day and leads the NFL in quarterback rating, while the new offense continued to stuff the scoreboard.
We have a chance to win that game, and, I think we hurt ourselves more than anything, so we lost it for ourselves. But it's definitely something we expect to execute in those situations, up 12 points. We expect to come away with a win, and we just got to find a way to get that win.
He's been pretty good.
He's been pretty good.
Got to stop the run.
That would be nice.
All right, Gary. Final check.
Yeah, it's still some sunshine out there. The live view from the Madison WISC-TV Skycam, you can still see plenty of sunshine there. The Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam, starting to see some clouds on the western horizon. On Doppler track, a few sprinkles from around the Twin Cities to just north of La Crosse. High-resolution radar, most of that is probably not reaching the ground, but 6-hour future track radar does show some showers trying to develop, especially as we get toward midnight and especially after that. So expect some rain later on tonight as the atmosphere moistens up, but right now, pretty comfortable. Madison at 70, Janesville 73, 60s to the east, 70s to the west here in Dane County, 70 in Sun Prairie, 70 degrees right now in Belleville.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.